Welcome, everybody. Part 3 here for the 48 Laws of Power reaction video. The book's by Robert Greene. The video is by Illucertus. Subscribe to his channel. I'll link it in the description. And part 3 here, going to go through the next 8 laws. Let's get right into the reaction, guys.
Law number 17. Cultivate an air of unpredictability. Once Pablo Picasso had become a recognized artist, others would assume that whatever action he took must have been calculated. The art dealer Paul Rosenberg was confused when one day Picasso told him they would no longer work together. Rosenberg couldn't find out why and offered him a much better deal. The unpredictable is terrifying. When you don't know what to expect, you cannot prepare properly. You can't devise a clever plan because you're in the dark. Put others in such a position when negotiating.
It's a really good law. It's a little more complicated. It's more into negotiation or what have you. But again, you don't want to put too much out there. You want to create that unpredictability, that let people fill in the blanks, let people's imagination take it to maybe a whole nother level that could be beneficial for you, especially when you're dealing with negotiation and price and sales or what have you.
Law number 18. Isolation is dangerous. The more you are isolated, the easier it is to deceive you. You lose touch with reality. When someone is urging you to cut friends and family out of your life, realize that they want to control and influence you all by themselves. Whether they do this consciously or unconsciously, it is malicious. Be careful in cutting yourself off from others for too long. Introverted or not, you may cause yourself great harm psychologically by pushing others away from you.
100% true. When I went through a lot of downfalls financially, I just turned into a hermit, and that just made me depressed in life. And I realized how important connecting with people is. It's one of the most important things to me. I thought I was introvert. Introvert or not, you need to get out and talk with people because it will make you depressed. Because all you're doing then is swarming your same old thoughts in your head. When you go out and meet people, you're going to learn new information. When you're just with yourself, you're probably repeating the same things in your head 24/7. That's why nothing changes in your life, nothing works out. So when you meet people, they're going to educate you. You're going to talk about new things that you're not thinking about, and that's going to give you new ideas and new ventures or what have you. You're going to meet people, and that's going to change your mood because you may be in a depressed, crappy mood emotionally, and you go talk to people, they're going to talk about something that's exciting, that's bright, talk about themselves, that's something fantastic that just happened. And how people feel, that goes into the other person. So you're going to feel fantastic. It's getting your mind off your own thoughts, changing a lot here. Last thing is opportunity. You talk to people, that's where opportunities come, and that's just maybe what you need. Maybe you need an opportunity to get you out of a rut. Maybe you need money, maybe whatever it is. So all these things help you so much. And again, your mental clarity of what's going on in the world. If you're in your own thoughts, year by year, you're losing touch of what's actually happening in reality. And that's going to really affect how you perform in the world.
Law number 19. Do not offend the wrong person. Muhammad, the Shah of Khwarezm and Inalchik, had beheaded Genghis Khan's messengers who had come in peace with great gifts and offerings. The Khan declared war, seized the enemy's capital, and had Inalchik killed, quote, by having molten silver poured into his eyes and ears. Later Genghis Khan seized Samarkand, bringing his brutal conquest of Muhammad's vast empire to an end. What would have become of Adolf Hitler had he been given the chance of becoming an artist? Perhaps history would be very different. Avoid insulting others. You do not know who you are dealing with. Even though we live in a time where everyone is offended, and the level of political correctness borders on absolute madness.
So true here. And yeah, you don't want to offend the wrong person because, again, you're being a cocky, crazy, tough person or just a mean person maybe or what have you. And then, a month later, that person that you, made feel a certain way or disrespected is someone you need to help you, to assist you to get something you need, to get somewhere you need to go, or what have you. So you should definitely not be disrespecting anyone, and always try to get on almost everyone's good side, because again, people, that's where opportunity lies, that's where information lies. A lot of things, people have what you need, so you want to, be good with people.
Law number 20. Do not commit to anyone. Alcibiades, Greek soldier and statesman, found himself courted by the Athenians and the Spartans because he had influence on the Persians, and honored by the Persians because he had influence over the Greek city-states. Instead of committing to one side, he played all of them in his favor. Committing to someone is like handing yourself over to them. It means more obligations and less control.
Yeah, this one's awesome. You gotta be careful with it, because obviously if your ally finds out you're allying with the competitor or the enemy, that might disrupt your alliance there. But in general, it's true. You don't want to commit to just one person. Same with just one company in life. Maybe you work at a company, but you could start a business on the side. You could start working different projects. So you don't want to give everything to one person or one thing. It's a vast world. There's tons of opportunities. There's tons of things out there. Unless that is your principle in life of, sticking to this certain way, why wouldn't you use other people to help expand, help get what you need or whatever? Very, very dumb not to.
Law number 21. Play a sucker to catch a sucker. Socrates said, "The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing." He didn't actually believe of himself that he did not know anything. It was his way of disarming people. Sometimes you have to play dumb so that the other lets his guard down. Being openly smart is foolish. Being openly foolish
What a
is
line
smart.
right there. Be openly smart is foolish. Being openly foolish is smart. This is so true, where, again, if you put too much out there, people know, like, maybe they can't trust you, maybe, they shouldn't be giving you information because, you're going to use it and take it away, or use their idea, or what have you. So playing dumb's definitely smart. I used to think that, being smart, you want to be smart in life and show, but you do to some degree. You don't want to put too much out there. Again, you don't want to look like a smarty pants where, again, the person envies you now and wants to destroy you. So there's lots of benefits to, not putting too much out there, not looking so smart, not looking so fancy, not looking all these different things, because, again, people won't create that envy, that jealousy, or whatever.
Law number 22. Surrender tactic. Transform weakness into power. The Melians were prompted to surrender, but declined the Athenians' offer. Despite their alliance, the Spartans did not come to the rescue. Melos was conquered and their population slaughtered and sold into slavery. To quote Cardinal de Retz, "Weak people never give way when they ought to. Avoid weakness, but when you find yourself in a weak spot, choose to fight another day. You will lose the current battle, but the war is not over."
Picking your battles as you should. When you know you're going to be destroyed, yeah, you should surrender, lay down maybe. Instead of going in and being destroyed completely, it may be best to take a loss in the battle, to lay down and wait for a better opportunity for when it makes more sense for you to strike, for you to destroy your competitor or what have you. So you don't want to be too much. Again, it's all strategy and knowing when to act and how to act in life.
Law number 23. Concentrate your forces. The greater an empire's territories, the more vulnerability. Great lands need strong borders. Else they may be overrun by another barbarian tribe, as seen with the collapse of Rome. Your armies are strongest when forged together. Divide them, and they may not be able to protect the empire from an invasion. Dedicate your complete focus to one front, using every resource at your disposal and all of your energy to master your craft through total immersion.
I'll let you guys decide for yourselves on this one, as you know what's going on in the world. As a country, a lot of things, even for your own self, your own mentality, you need borders to help keep, your empire, yourself, your mentality your business, your country, all these things. You need same relating to how do you make your family successful. If you're not, you have to work on yourself first. You have to make yourself the strongest, because if you're weak, maybe you can help 2 or 3 people, but then in your life's not gonna, nothing's gonna happen of your life, but you're assisting 3-4 people. But if you become strong and powerful and can keep yourself as an empire, you can help thousands, maybe millions of people. You will not last if you're weak. You know what I mean? So you have to keep yourself strong. The core has to be strong, and then you work outwards, not outwards and then in.
Law number 24. Play the perfect courtier. One cannot spell courtiership without Charles Maurice de Talleyrand-Périgord, the man who brought down Napoleon Bonaparte, master of the battlefield, with extreme subtlety. You are a courtier, or courtier, whether you like it or not. You must play the game of power, so you might as well choose to be good at it. The perfect courtier obeys his masters but shines in his own light. He is not powerless, doesn't trust, but appears trustful, doesn't talk much, but finds the right words and the right timing when he does. Everyone likes him. He is charming, witty, and helpful. He appears to be neutral, a paragon of honesty and fairness. He always has a genuine smile on his face, and we don't doubt his intentions for 1 second. Although he is a great talent, we do not feel threatened by him. We seek him as an ally. This way, the perfect courtier holds more power than the king himself, without the dangers of that position. As we target the highest authorities, he's in the shadows observing the current state of the chessboard. Pieces may fall and be sacrificed on both ends, but he is winning regardless. Learn the art of courtiership.
Wow, what knowledge right there. Absolutely so important here. Being neutral again. Like I said, you show that you're too smart, too fancy, you got it all. Your friends envious, enemies envious. Everyone wants to maybe take you down and destruct you. You're showing people you're too much of an enemy, that you're a threat. Again, they want to destroy you, take you down. Staying neutral. Both sides love you. Both sides think you're no threat. Both sides think they could use you. Both sides think they got another ally. It's so true. You become more powerful, and to think of that you can be more powerful in that position over a king's position. Absolutely amazing. Something to keep in mind. And you see that's why you see a lot of these super rich guys. They're pretty neutral, like Bill Gates. They dress normal. They're nothing flashy. They don't try to, put people down as in they're smart and they're like the smartest people in the world, and everyone loves them. And they are pretty much kings, but most people don't have that threat that they will destruct their life or anything. So that's part 3, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe and like the channel. Or like the video, subscribe to the channel, and look out for part 4. Keep these going. Love it. Learning this stuff is just so important and so helpful. So I hope you guys are getting something good out of it. Have a great day.